Welcome back to Brad Pitt Career Mode on F125. Today we're back for episode number 4 in Bahrain. So in order to unlock Phase 3, which allows us to get more upgrades on the car, we need our workforce to be at 396. So it might be it might be a little while. I think aero and durability are the only two categories where we have upgrades that we can put on the car. So we'll do a major front downforce upgrade. That'll get on in time for Jeddah. And we can develop these, the diffuser redesigned layout. We'll do dual development. Let Fernando get a piece of this action. All right. We need a little bit of redemption this race. We got absolutely destroyed in Japan by Verstappen. We lost by 30 seconds. So I'm I'm hoping it doesn't go as poorly this time. Bahrain should be a pretty strong track. I don't know, we'll see. But the car setup is feeling pretty good at the moment. I'm a little bit interested as to how tire wear will be around a track like this. The last two tracks were really tough on the fronts. So hopefully we're in a better position for tire wear. I think that was just absolutely killing our pace in Japan. All right, well, into qualifying we go. We haven't brought any upgrades to this weekend, but I have to say I'm feeling pretty confident about our pace around here. I think we'll do pretty good. Okay, first lap in Q1. We go purple in sector 2, but it definitely was not the fastest time we could do. 127.4. I think we're pretty much safe to just simulate the rest of qualifying. We should be through to Q2 without an issue. There we go, third place, okay. First lap in Q2 on the old set of tires, and it's a 127.8. So just a little bit slower than last time. Here we go, big improvement for our second lap in Q2. A second up on our previous time, and that will definitely get us through to Q3. Second in the session. All right, we got some pace around here. Okay, into Q3. I'm liking the pace so far. I'm feeling really confident around this track. Hopefully we can convert that to a pole position. All right, first lap of Q3 on the old set of tires, and it's a 127.2. Puts us 5th in the session, so we'll need a big improvement. All right, so according to the lap times, we're probably gonna need about 1.4, 1.5 seconds to secure pole position. It's currently in the hands of Max Verstappen, so here we go. We need to lock in. Just one corner to go. We were purple in Sector 1, a little bit slow through Sector 2, but we're out of ERS, heading up to the line. We're gonna bleed time before we cross the finish line. We just lost like 3/10 through the last couple corners, and that's gonna put us in 3rd place. Very poor battery management on that lap. Well, I guess even without that ERS blunder, we still would have been 3rd place anyway. Piastri was 4/10 ahead of us, and Verstappen 6/10 ahead of us for pole. Okay, wait a minute. Why are we starting second? Okay, Piastri... Verstappen has a penalty? How could you possibly... It's round 4. How could you possibly have a penalty? Okay. Oh, okay, I guess the tire wear is pretty bad around here. They're wanting us to do a 2-stop. Hards, medium, softs. I don't think I like that. There we go. Starting on the hards would be kind of difficult. So we're going to start on the mediums. That should give us a bit more pace at the race start. And then switch to the hards. And then by the end of the race on the softs, we should be absolutely flying. But anyway, here we go. Second on the grid. Verstappen down the order. 5 red lights are on. And we're racing around Bahrain for round 4. Piastri gets an incredible start. We're a little bit slow off the line. We've got someone up the inside into turn 1. Gonna brake later and give the space around the corner, still behind the Red Bull. not close enough to go for a move into turn 1. But we gotta chase this guy down as soon as possible. Last round in Japan, both of the Red Bulls had incredibly strong pace, and Piastri was attacking us all the way to the end of the race. So we really need to get past this Red Bull as soon as possible. We don't want him to open up a gap and start running away, but we do have Lando Norris behind on the softs, so he could be a bit of a threat. Well, we've been using a lot of battery on this lap to keep up with Piastri, but it feels like we're getting better runs through a lot of these corners, better exits. We need a good exit onto the straight here in the slipstream of the Red Bull onto lap 2, and we're definitely going to be close enough to go for a move on Oscar Piastri here. Into the braking zone we go, and we're going to be side by side through turn 1 up into first place. Just trying to close the door on the Red Bull, and we can keep first. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully Lando can make some moves on Piastri and slow him up a little bit. He is on the faster compounded tire, but I think we might have more pace than Piastri at the moment. Yeah, I think starting on the mediums was absolutely the right call in terms of strategy. We've dropped Piastri out of DRS, and now we can just work on extending this gap as much as possible. I'm sure we're gonna see Verstappen at some point in this race. He's probably gonna catch up pretty soon, so we need a big gap. Yeah, 1.6 seconds is the gap to Piastri now on lap number 4. So we can pretty much just push as hard as we can on these tires. I mean, we're doing a 2-stop, so we have the ability to just absolutely fly on these tires. Oh yeah, there's Verstappen. He is up to 3rd place. He's been gaining on Piastri as well. So Verstappen is, he has a lot more pace than his teammate. We've got more pace than Piastri. So I don't know if we're running the same pace as Verstappen or if he'll catch up. It's 3 seconds to Verstappen behind now. Our pit window is open, so we'll be heading on to the hard compound tires at the end of this lap. But I'm a little worried about the Brad Pitt crew. There's 2 stops this race, double the opportunity for a mistake. And they've been a little bit slow recently, so hopefully they don't screw us over.
Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining.
Okay, yeah, 2 stops remaining for Verstappen, so we're gonna be on very similar strategies. Okay, into the pit lane in just a moment. So I assume if Verstappen is also on a 2-stop, he'll probably also be going onto the hards. We'll see if he follows us into the pit lane, and it looks like he is. So we're really going to be racing after this. Okay, moment of truth. We need a good stop from the Brad Pitt crew here. Let's see what they can do. It looks like a good stop from the team. Onto the hard compound tires we go. And exiting the pit lane now into turn 1. We're coming out to a little bit of traffic. I think we're going to beat the Haas to the corner. There we go. It's Liam Lawson behind us. Verstappen on the mediums. But he is behind Lawson right now, so hopefully Lawson holds him up a little bit. Well, Verstappen passed him at some point, but it looks like Lawson might be coming back for a move into turn 1. That is absolutely great news for us. If Lawson can hold up Verstappen as long as possible, if they just keep battling wheel to wheel, it'll let us run away just a little bit, get a little bit of a cushion. Okay, he already got by Lawson, so Verstappen has his sights set on P1. And he definitely has a lot of pace. So he's going to be within DRS very soon. We just need to make sure we save up a lot of battery so we can fight this guy. We are not letting him run away this time, that's for sure. Oh baby, he is right on our ass, so we're going to see a bit of battling with Verstappen on lap 12 here. But if I remember correctly, the DRS detection line is ahead of the final corner, so we're going to let Verstappen get past, squeeze him to the inside, let him cross that line before we do, and we should have DRS on the straight. There we go, into turn 1. We'll have DRS for the straight, but Verstappen's coming back. We're going to squeeze him to the inside yet again and let the DRS do all the work. Verstappen should have a compromised line into turn 1, and that is a nice, easy defense to keep first place. But there's another DRS zone right here. Verstappen will have DRS and a slipstream into the next corner. I don't think he's going to be close enough for a move, and we can close the door on the Red Bull. This is going to be a lot of back and forth. We've got a lot of battery stored up. We've been doing a good job on the ERS management just in case Verstappen does get by, but he is right on our tail yet again in the same spot on track. We're going to do the same thing as before. Let him get past before that DRS line, and we can take DRS for the main straight. I'm not sure who crossed it first there. We're side by side through the final corner. It doesn't look like we have DRS. I think Verstappen will have it. He doesn't. So we can just dump the battery. I think we're going to be safe into turn 1. We are really pushing at the moment to try to open up any kind of gap to Verstappen. We're getting really good exits at a lot of these corners. He only really has an opportunity to overtake into that final corner on the lap. That's where we keep seeing attacks from the Red Bull. So as long as we can defend there, I think we're good. Yeah, we're just gonna dump the battery here. I don't think he's gonna be close enough for a move into the final corner. Maybe he's taking a lap to recharge on the ERS. Even with DRS on the straight here, I don't think he's gonna be close enough. So as long as we manage the battery, we should be in a good position. This definitely does not feel like the race pace we had in Japan, though. It feels like we're a lot faster around here. Okay, it's taken a couple laps, but I think Verstappen's going to be close enough for another move into the final corner yet again, but we're going to do the same exact strategy as before. Force him to the inside, let him cross that DRS detection line first, and we'll have DRS on the straight. We're side by side with Verstappen, just closing the door on the final corner. That's going to leave him in the dust a little bit. We got the DRS now. Oh, that's perfect. We are still getting really good exits out of a lot of these corners. It really is just that one back straight into the final corner that Verstappen has an opportunity to overtake. So the hards are holding up pretty well against those mediums on the Red Bull. I don't know if he's going to be close enough to go for a move into the final corner this time around. It's kind of an awkward distance to Verstappen behind. I think we're just going to lift and let him by. Lift the throttle completely. There goes the Red Bull. And now we'll have DRS and plenty of battery to go for a move into turn 1. But Verstappen's pulling into the pit lane on lap 18. I guess I guess we didn't need to do all that. I think the pit window is going to open in a lap or two, but I would like to extend the stint on the hards as long as possible. I don't want the softs to completely die off at the end of the race and leave us open to an attack from Verstappen. But at the moment, the grip on the hards is completely fine. They're feeling good. So the pit window is open on this lap. But it was saying we come out of the pits in 7th place. We don't have a new set of mediums, so I don't know if it's the right call to go in or not. I don't know where Verstappen is down the field. He could be in 6th and we come out in 7th. I don't know what to do. These tires are completely fine. We could run these hards for an extra couple laps, but I'm worried about the undercut from Verstappen. If he's been absolutely flying on this last lap, that might be a little bit troublesome. I think we just go in this lap, cover off the undercut from Verstappen, and we hope that the softs can hang on at the end of the race. All right, fellas, we need a good stop here. Let's see what the Brad Pitt crew can do. It's looking like a good stop so far. Onto the soft compound tires, exiting the pit lane in 5th place on lap 21, but here comes Verstappen down the straight. We're gonna beat him to the corner, so around turn 1, we should be safe, but we have a second straight here into turn 4 where Verstappen will have DRS and he might go for a move. Let's see if he's going to do it. He's kind of moving to the inside. We can try to cover off the move from Verstappen, closing the door on the Red Bull. And that might have been his only opportunity to overtake. We're on the much faster tires. We can absolutely extend this gap now. I'm a little worried about how these tires are going to handle when we get to the last couple laps, because Verstappen's on the hard, so he will be faster at the later stage in this race. But I think we just send it, go for a fastest lap, and really just open up this gap to Verstappen. There we go. That should be the fastest lap of the race. Hell yeah. 3 purple sectors and a 3-second gap to Verstappen. So I think Verstappen might have gone mediums, hards, which obviously is maybe not the best strategy call. I don't know why you wouldn't use the softs if you had an opportunity to. If he was on the softs right now, we'd still be battling throughout a lot of these corners. I don't know. That was definitely a mistake from Red Bull. Well, heading on to lap 27 with almost a 5-second gap to Verstappen. It's 17 seconds to the rest of the field. So we are in a very good position to comfortably take home first place in this race. The softs are still feeling completely fine, too. So I think we're good. I gotta say, I'm surprised the softs are hanging on so late in the race. I really thought that they'd have completely fallen off a cliff. Maybe I spoke a little too soon. Alright, maybe I spoke a little too soon about the softs. But anyway, on to the final lap of the race, and it's just smooth sailing from here on out. Well, we definitely have a comfortable gap to Verstappen. It's 5.5 seconds to the Red Bull, and it's 18 seconds to the cars behind as well. So Verstappen was really our only opponent in this race. We had the pace to just completely destroy everyone else. It's definitely nice to get a little payback on Verstappen after Japan, though. Strategy was on point, pace was on point. This is a good weekend. 1 corner remaining on the final lap, and then we can take the top step of the podium. Here we go. Heading towards the finish line. You couldn't really ask for a much better race than this. It's first place in Bahrain for Brad Pitt.
Absolutely.
That's 3 wins in 4 rounds.
Amazing, mate.
And
Well
4
done.
podiums in a row. We definitely have the car this season. That is for sure. Really good pace around this track. Another day, another Brad Pitt victory. That is absolutely fantastic. If Verstappen wasn't in this race, we would have won by like 25, 30 seconds. We really had the pace here. That was great. I'm pretty sure Fernando was fighting for a podium as well. I think he just dropped back behind George Russell towards the end of the race, but it would have been pretty cool to have a double podium. I think that'll probably happen pretty soon, though. Okay, here is a look at the updated standings. Through the first 4 rounds, we're leading the championship with 96 points. Verstappen 13 points behind, and Piastri has definitely started to slip back just a little bit. But there is a pretty close fight for 3rd place right now between Piastri, Russell, and Alonso. I mean, you really can't count these guys out. We're still so early on into the season. Anything could happen, but we move up to first place in the Constructors, which is great as well. 144 points, 7 points ahead of Red Bull. All right, well, that was a fantastic weekend. Really couldn't ask for anything better than that. But up next, we have Jeddah. This is one of my favorite tracks to drive in this game. It's so much fun, and I think we probably will do pretty well around here. Really hoping for a win in Saudi Arabia. We'll see how it goes.